how much should I charge?
Wow.
I feel like that needed dramatic effect.
I mean, I used to get asked, so I offered many services, and I used to get generic Facebook messages saying, how much do you charge?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I do dog walking.
That good
I do
old
one-to-one
question.
training. I do puppy classes. I do hoopers. I do scent work. I do all this stuff. What is it you want? But again, I might get frustrated in that. I know we're going back to the last point now, but I might get frustrated. Like, what do you mean? What are you asking for? Well, clearly there was too many services for them and they didn't actually know what they should be asking for. So yeah, kind of by the way. But how much do I charge?
How much do you charge?
Question.
Let's go through some strategies that are typically out there for advice. So I've been told previously, go and have a look at what everybody else is doing. Be the average or be the cheapest. And I'm like, what?
A little bit of undercutting.
Yes. I've also had advice that goes like, look at what everybody else is charging and be the most expensive.
Okay.
I've also had look at what everybody else is charging, then work out exactly what you need to make and reverse engineer a price. So, for example, I think it's easier to think of that one when, like, if you were doing a product, let's say, and so like, when you used to sell your chews and stuff on your puppy classes, you would buy the product for X amount, you would sell it for X amount. So therefore there's profit. So there's that you need to work out. But then if you are also working out, right, if I'm looking at all my bills that are going out every month, like what is that figure? Fuel, mortgage, rent, all of that, like add up all your bills. And then figure out how much you then need to earn per hour off the back of it. So like you divide it all. So arguably you're going, oh, okay, so my hourly rate may actually be a lot more than what we're probably charging. Because I reckon for the majority of households, your hourly rate would end up needing to be somewhere like 200 quid. And then everyone goes, I'm never going to make that. But that's where you kind of reverse engineer the exact amount that you need to make. And I think out of all of those strategies, at least that one gives you a bit more like understanding of what you should be air quote charging.
I was looking at a dog walkers / like boarders Facebook group yesterday, and this question actually came up on what should I charge? List of people saying, I charge this, I charge that. And it turns out this person was charging like the equivalent of £12 an hour for dog sitting.
Wow.
In someone's home. And then also one of the comments came up like, well, I'm only just sat there with a dog. And it's like, you are responsible for that dog. Mm-hmm. You are there to care for it. You are like, without you, that person couldn't go on holiday or they couldn't do what they're doing. Like, you are their sole responsibility. If something happens, you have to rush that dog to the vets or adjust your life like accordingly to be able to deal with that issue. And I think this is where the problem comes with that mindset of going, well, I'm just sat here looking after it. I'm just sat watching TV.
Yeah.
But it's your time.
It is your time. And I came on this because I've done a few sittings for people before. And certainly since I've had the kids, because arguably I probably did have that mindset a few years back. Because I was like, oh, it's just me and Darren. And you know what, it's fine. I'll just go in and chill there instead. And it's fine. Whereas now I'm like, the impact for me to be away from home is so great because of the two young kids and the fact that we have a business that we're running. So if I'm out of the business, it arguably takes the earning potential away because I'm just sat there doing nothing, air quote,